Check, check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 59.
Watch the slant.
Now Hundley. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They will run with Grant, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Grant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
3.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Corey Grant, his his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 50, 50. Mike 50. Go on. Go on, D. Kill.
Throwing, Hundley. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Spins past it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight. Get one. Tight up. Go. Get him. You got it.
Back to throw now on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check safety. Check that.
On first down, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Mike's 50.
2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Crunch. Go. Crunch.
Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Roosevelt Nix as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. A little track jump. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 35 on second down, Hundley. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Hundley. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch over. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You get up.
Back to throw here. James has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They go back to Grant.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. The man from nearby Richmond, Tack McKinley, in on the stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Hundley, he gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
Back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Hundley now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hundley going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the whip. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
This is caught at the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. On 2nd and 9, Hundley. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right there in the middle. 3 buzz. He's checking. One. Crash.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 60 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 29, Hundley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Taylor. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Oakland, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.